The other thing I'm doing is I rented the flooring nailer again, and I'm gonna put in the hardwoods here. There's tile back under these and tile here, and there's a trap door there. So I kind of wish I'd stuck this in a closet now, but oh well. So I've got a frame inside the trapdoor rim just below the surface so that I can set a door in place that will sit on the lip. I've got to run the hardwoods all the way around up to it and build a trap door that drops into place. So this will be a tricky deal and probably take me a good part of the day. And then I'll throw the baseboards up in this mudroom laundry room and clear out everything so it's functional. I've cut this 1/2-inch board into strips. And we're going to glue them in doubles on each side to fill that gap in the eye joist. So I'm going to use glue and staples, and then we'll rim it out with thicker rim board. I bought a length of rim board to cut and put it in there so we have something to set an edge to set the trap door on. All right, we've got the first one set. And now we'll go and do the second one. We've got the 1-inch thick rim board, and we're gonna just line it in here using glue and the framing nails. And we will just run it up to here. And that'll create a 1-inch lip all the way around. And then I can use, got some of this out in the garage, and I'll use this as a base and my, actually, you know what? I might want that deeper. I was gonna say I'll use this as the base and my maple hardwoods for the trapdoor and drop it in, but there'll be too much flex here because of this space. So I think I need to rip this rim board so it only comes to here maybe, and add another inch of, maybe I'll use cross panels or rim board. Then this flooring, and then I'll have my maple. That'll give me like a 2-inch thick board sitting on a rim. That's what I'll do. I'll do that right now. All right, so I ripped these down 1 1/8, the thickness of these, so I could add a layer of those glued to a layer of this, and then so I should have about 2 inches of platform that drops right into place here. And then I'm gonna glue, I have 2-inch foam out there. I'm gonna glue a couple layers of that into here so that it insulates, and we'll just drop that in. I'm gonna do recessed handles that drop into place here. So far so good. Okay, we're making good progress. It's looking pretty nice. My biggest worry is the straightness of this box in the way that I'm doing it. But I don't know. This will be tricky too. I don't know if I have that much lip going around there. So I'm not sure what to do. And I've been routering these before I lay them, and I don't know if that was a good choice or not. Probably not. All right, finally done. I do need to router that lip. I'm now wishing I hadn't routered these so it was just a straight edge, but it doesn't matter, it'll be covered by a rug. The trickiest part will be building this door, but I'm gonna go return the rented nailer, so I don't have to pay more than 29 bucks. All right, I'm attempting to build the base of that trapdoor. So this is what'll sit on those inner ledges, these pieces, and then this will be the second layer, and then I'll do my maple hardwoods as the top layer. And this is cut to the exact dimension of the top opening. So when I do my maple hardwoods, I'll just get them exactly the dimensions of this. And then you'll lower this down, this side down, these 3 legs. I had to cut 3 legs because this is the only piece of rim board I had left of that length. And I think it'll be solid enough. I may come back in, I don't know, if it has some sponge to it, I'll come back in and reinforce the bottom here. The next morning, this thing's all dried up. And I shot a whole bunch of 1-inch brad nails at angles just to make sure it stayed glued. Now I have cut these boards to length across, and I'm going to glue them on, probably surface nail them, and then I'm gonna router the edges, and we'll see if it drops into place. I've got to order the subset handles. I kept forgetting to do that, and the only thing they have at Home Depot or the hardware store are stainless steel ones that are just kind of cheap looking. Or maybe that's what I'll settle on, but I figured I could find something better online. So, all right, here we go. Funny, this whole house has been a series of these types of things. I put this whole thing together. It's all glued and nailed. I was 1 nail short, so I reloaded the gun, put it in, and went to shoot, and it must have hit a nail underneath it, and it ricocheted out and splintered this whole piece out. I didn't have that happen anywhere on any of the floors, but it'll be covered by a rug, but it's still frustrating. I hate not being able to fix this. I'll just stain it, I guess. Putty it in. Frustrating. All right, let's router the edges and then see if it sets into place. decent. We'll see what it looks like dropped into place. I think it'll be rigid enough, but I'm worried it's gonna have some flex to it. I mean, where it will sit, it's a good 2 inches thick, but I'm afraid it's gonna have some flex. Let's go drop it into place and see what happens. It's okay. Once I stain the routed edges to match, it'll please me. No one will see this because it'll be covered by a rug. So it's a heavy door. To get it out until I get those handles, I'll need to drill a hole and be able to put a big lag screw I can grab onto and lift it up. But it doesn't seem to have any flex to it. So I don't think. I'm not sure. Maybe. No, I don't feel any flex, but I'm guessing it probably is flexing. I'm guessing this is one of the things this is the first thing on the house that I'll probably come back and redo at some point. We've got the baseboards up. I think it looks pretty nice in here. I should have done this before the washer dryer went in. Now they're all hooked up, especially this one hooked up to the gas and all that stuff. It's a pain to try and move it out. I'm hoping I can move it enough to get back in there and nail that board in. I just slipped it under them and nailed around it when I put them in. And then this water heater closet, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna frame in just inside of it. Just do a latching door. Just something that looks nice to cover up that. Not that this is a fancy room, but I don't know. Maybe I'll never do that, but I'll do something because I don't want the unfinished. I can't really put baseboards down in there with a water heater in there, so we'll figure it out. But this room is done for my part. She'll caulk and paint it. Last of the big projects other than the garage shelving and getting that all sorted out is this porch. She stained it this orange color, which we could have just done redwood. But this is pine, so I'm guessing we're gonna end up tearing it off again at some point, but it is what it is. Get this done. It's finished. Looks all right. A little orangey. Wish it was just a dark stain, but that's what she picked. So that's done. So we have to have it appraised, and so they're coming tomorrow, and I had to have the mudroom flooring done, which I do, and porches on every exterior. Porches and or steps on every exterior entry. So let's go look at it from the front, see if I like it. So this is the county road and easement. Technically their easement goes all the way up to that white marker and her fence, but we'll just plant grass all the way out here and pretend it's our yard in a way. The big green shoebox. Yeah, it's a little orange. Wish that wasn't so orange. All right, I'm done.